Ripple's preparing to file Form C to save XRP from the SEC. Say that a few times real quick. Along with Saylor backpedaling with his custody remarks. Gold outperforming the market, and what would you do if XRP hit?
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
And yeah, you know we're going to talk XRP, but before we get into that, we go into your comments. Hot, spicy, naughty, irrelevant. Maybe I'll share it at the beginning of the next video. Jojo James says, I just want XRP to go to $20 so I can start a new life. All right. Let me ask you this. If XRP were to go to some crazy amount, say $20, what would you do with that money? How would you change your life? And why are you waiting for XRP to change your life? I'll give you my quick insight. I would open up a shelter for big dogs, like big ones like Danes and Shepherds and all the other big dogs that people don't want to take care of because I love me some doggies. Ian Fedor says, that is outrageous news. Citibank treating a crypto CEO like a criminal. Yeah, Brad Garlinghouse was banking with Citibank and they said, look, Brad, you've got 5 days to find another banker. We're done with you. Yeah, it's all because he does business with crypto. Speaking of business with crypto and banks, Captain Cornchip helps us out. I told you, naughty, relevant, or spicy. Maybe I'll share it. This happened to me with PNC, another bank. They shut down all of my accounts and treated me like a criminal with their investigations department over crypto. Let me know down below if your bank has done some crypto shenanigans. Fans from across the pond, plenty of your banks have stopped payments to exchanges. Wrong indeed. But oh, that's right. Banks will let you go to the strip club. Banks will let you buy so much booze and drink yourself to death. But oh man, if you want to play some meme, if you want to go with some pay, the banks are like, no way. Bitcoin's sitting at 68,212. All ETH is at 2533. BNB is at 594 while Sol's at 177. Gonna talk about the Sol pump, and this has to do with XRP. XRP sitting at 53.2, sweet 195. Caspa under 13 cents right now. What's your buy zone on Caspa if I got Caspa fans in the house? XLM sitting at 9.5. Volume still isn't doing anything. Solana soars 19% thanks to AI meme coin frenzy. Solana, the third most popular blockchain, has been on a tear the past few weeks thanks to AI meme coins. I've been telling you about it in the beginning. When I do the heat map, I bring up what's hot, spicy, and relevant. And have you been paying attention to Sol? The run has sent Sol, the native token of Solana blockchain, with many meme coins are built on above 175 for the first time in 2 months. While the broader crypto market continues to consolidate this week following early October lows, Sol's gains have outpaced those of the largest cryptos. Sol is outperforming BTC, ETH, XRP, and others. Solana is up 19% over the last 7 days. So yes, there is money in crypto. Yes, things can pump. Yes, you can 2x it, but it's not the whole market. It's just limited slices and picks. This month's price action from Solana, which touts itself as an alternative to ETH's high fees and slow transaction rate, had brought Sol to a new all-time high against Ethereum. Very impressive. So let me ask you this, XRP fans. Would you mind if XRP's value went up 20, 30, 40% because of AI meme coins? Because XRPL just did a meme coin launchpad. Would you care? Would you care if XRP got to $1 because Swahili people used it? Probably wouldn't. Would you care if XRP was made the preferred payment standard for the Canada? You wouldn't care. All you care about is the price action, how you get there, who the fuck cares, right? Just get us across the finish line. So when it comes to Solana making juicy moves, thanks to AI meme coins, EIEIO, Jesus, Klaus, AI meme coins, you got to sit there and ask yourself, yeah, I get it. Memes cringy as fuck. Yeah, I get it. There's no utility, but who gives a shit if you're making the money? And then when you're making the money, you could do what, everyone? You can start a new life. So please tell me down below, if XRP were to go to some astronomical number, what would you do with that money and how would you start a new life? Oh, Saylor, you fucked up girlfriend. Oh, Bitcoin bull Michael Saylor reverses remarks on self-custody after a backlash. People are thinking that Saylor was kind of compromised by the bigs, by the governments, by the banks. This is what Saylor said. I support self-custody for those willing and able, said Saylor in a new post after encouraging big bank custody in an interview earlier this week. Basically what happened was this. Saylor came out in an interview and said, look, just let the big banks custody your crypto. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what, Saylor? Like, your whole thing is you're getting into BTC because you think it's the end game, because you think centralized entities like banks in the United States are going to ruin things and they're going to be demise of the future public. So you make a comment, you get roasted on Twitter and all the other platforms out there, and then you tuck tail and you 180 it. Talk about a flip-flopping little bitch right there. Pisses me off. Saylor declared. Saylor has been taking heat from the crypto community, including Ethereum co-founder Buterin, after calling out a paranoid crypto anarchist in a retail interview. At the same time, he suggested that Bitcoin holders should trust their assets to too big to fail banks that are engineered to be custodians of financial assets. Wait a minute. Saylor, you want banks to custody your crypto. Didn't we talk earlier about Brad's bank screwing him over because he's a crypto guy? Thank you, Ian. And didn't we also have another comment from Captain Cornchip that said their bank shut down their accounts because of their crypto doings? So, Saylor, you want banks to custody crypto, yet we're learning that these same banks, though, are screwing people out of their money because of crypto. Saylor took the heat, and because he's a little bitch boy, he tuck-tailed and went 180. Naughty, naughty Saylor. By the way, if you want to read his tweet and everything else in this video and all my other videos, guess what, everyone? It's all linked in the description below. Gold is outperforming Bitcoin in elevated risk assets. Yeah, you got to pay attention to this, okay? I'm just bringing this up because gold is a monetary vacuum. And when gold is pumping, it means something is really, really wrong with the world. That there's fears out there. That there's fear of war, fear of financial catastrophe, fear of all sorts of shenanigans. And gold is the safe haven asset. It's the mother of all safe haven assets. The rise of digital currencies such as BTC has shown a new light on gold's role as a store of value. While the two assets have different risk profiles and correlations, many investors are increasingly gravitating towards BTC. I totally agree. But what you're seeing, though, is more people gravitate to gold during these times as the ultimate store of value. Most investments have seen significant price action through 2024. And yes, BTC gains are at 57% for the year. So again, to my earlier point with Solana, things in crypto are pumping. They have to have a reason to pump. BTC is a store of value. A lot of players like going into that. Saylor's doing it, right? Sol is pumping because of AI meme and other juicy action on their chain. So yes, money is pumping stuff. But just be very cautious, because if you ever see gold and silver running, means the world is on the brink of something bad and people are hedging their bets with gold, all right? So just kind of look at gold as maybe not something you want to get into, because you can if you want, but just look at it as like an indicator. If that thing is flashing over there, there's a reason it's flashing. Now, personally, I love gold, I love silver, I love crypto, but for whatever I buy in gold, trust me, I offset it with something super risky as well, like crypto. So just remember out there, everything has a purpose and use case. Ripple's going to be filing Form C to protect XRP from the SEC. And there we go. I said it again. What's happening? Well, they're going to be filing their Form C any minute now. And as soon as that happens, I'm going to share that with you. Because remember, Brad said they're going to go after everything. Why? Because they don't want to leave any stone unturned. Basically, the SEC is like, look, we're going to appeal programmatic sales. We're going to go after, the institutional grade sales. This is what we're going to focus on. Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse are like, okay, we're going to focus on everything because we don't want you to come back weeks, months later and say, oh, but what about this? What about this? No, Brad wants clarity on everything. In response to the SEC's move, Ripple has filed a cross appeal with the U.S. Court of Appeals Second Circuit Court. The filing of Form C is an essential part of Ripple's legal strategy, and I'll share that as soon as it happens. In a recent interview with Fox Business journalist Eleanor Torrent, Ripple executives Brad Garlinghouse and Stuart Alderati, their chief legal officer, expressed strong confidence in overturning the decision. This is what they said. The Second Circuit Court traditionally is not a fan of the SEC. They're not a fan of regulatory overreach. And statistically, if you lose, your chances of getting the Second Circuit Court to reverse are around 10% or less. I don't like to predict results, certainly not guarantee results, but I feel good about the Second Circuit Court result. Okay, so then you start going, well, wait a minute. If the SEC loses the appeal, then what do? Well, then they could always appeal it one step higher, and that's when we start getting into the Supreme Court. And this battle could drag out for a while. But I want you to think about this. Do you care What happens to the court case if all of a sudden something juicy happens with XRP and it pumps up the price? No, you're like, what do I care about the court case if the price is juicy? You think Solana fans give a crap that Sol is up because of some AI meme coin junk? No, they're like, dude, this is freaking awesome. What about BTC? BTC is up as a store of value. You think people give a shit if it's up on a store of value, if it's up on speculation, if it's up on El Salvador using it as an official currency? No, they're just like, yo, what are the results? And that's what you have to think about with XRP. Does it matter how we get across the finish line as long as we get across? But I'll tell you right now, we ain't getting anywhere near that finish line with 53.1 cents. The big problem is the world is shitting itself right now. Fear of big time wars, fear of economic collapses, fear of the debt bubble popping, and that's why gold is stealing the show. But when gold steals the show, there's a reason, and that reason is usually never good. And honestly, that's what a bunch of these chains out there are doing. They're all running the same playbook, hoping to find lightning in a bottle twice. Think about that. Tron's launching meme stuff. Solana's doing it. ETH is doing it. There's a whole bunch of them. Everyone's doing tokenization. Everyone's doing this. All that matters is, do what they launch, the things that they launch, does it equal price action? Because price action equals wins, right? I mean, when it comes down to it, why are you all here? You're all here to make some money, right? Your comments in the beginning. If XRP were to hit $20, I would start a new life. That's my whole point. So you don't really give a crap what devs say, what this. No, if you woke up tomorrow and the price was juicy, you'd be like, fucking care. I'm selling. I'm out. Lambo. No, get a Porsche. You'll be much happier. Lambos are not that comfortable, and there's some problems too with them. Just trust me on this. Get a Porsche. Get a Porsche Turbo. Turbo S if you got the money, okay? Don't do the Lambo. Just trust me on this one. But the thing about this is that we're seeing different cryptos popping for different reasons. So yes, there is money out there, but the money isn't lasting. Think about Ton. Ton pumped a whole bunch and then came back down. We've seen H-bar pump. We've seen Sol pump. We've seen a whole bunch of them pump. We've seen ETH pump. We've seen them all pump. But those pumps don't last. People make their money and then they get the out. So you have to ask yourself right now, with gold just always flirting with all-time highs because so much fear of Middle East war just spreading all over the place, will risk assets like crypto have their chance, have their time? And yes, they might have their time and have their chance, but is now that time and chance? I mean, limited cryptos are going to pop. I show you all that time on the heat map. Limited ones are popping. We watched PayPay do some action. We watched Dog with Hat do some action. And who really gives a flying F if they make you money? And that's why I think XRP fans right now are pissed, because they're seeing other things out there make money that don't have utility. They're all speculation. They're all meme. They're all gambling. But they're getting people across that financial finish line. And I'll be honest with you, I can't tell you how the White Sox won the 2005 World Series, but I know they won. I don't give a shit if they won 100 games or 80. They won the World Series. They got across the finish line. And that's what you have to think with crypto. Doesn't matter what news is out there. As long as it brings us a lot of green, you're going to see a smile from the guy on the screen. Choo-choo, bitches.